Hello everybody, welcome back to Persona 4 Golden. I have more hanging out to do. We went to the Port Island, also known as Portland. The running joke, every time I hear it, Port Island. Yeah. We met Naoto, or I can't remember. I'm terrible with everyone's names here. But yeah, we've met them. They definitely seem like if I had to guess, they seem like the next character that's joining the group because they seem the most invested in us. Plus, they just seem they stand out heavily. But we have a lot of time until then. Until I assume another murder occurs.
Oh, senpai.
So supposedly we finished everything. We caught the killer. There's nothing to worry about. There's just plenty of game left. You decided to walk Risei home after eating it. Yeah, I'm under the impression that something's gonna happen, and I'm assuming they're going to be the next person. For whatever reason. The flavor was a little strong, but it was good. My grandmother's food is kind of bland, though tofu is good for you, so... Just boring old tofu. There's a suspicious man in front of Risei's house.
Oh!
Is that a reporter or stalker? Risei is worried. Yell. Just start screaming. I mean, to be fair, if it's either of those, you would probably just want to book it. That's alright, we don't know if he's really dangerous or not. Let's just wait and see, okay? But thanks for that. Yeah, it's like, if you don't want to mess with him, like, just book it, you know? Even though it would be nice to get into your own house, but like, just let the guy pass. Still, that guy, where have I... Yo, who are you? Just start shouting at him. Inoue-san? Is that how you would pronounce that name? Inoue-san. Is that you? Risei-chan. Well, why are you here? I already settled everything with the agency. Yeah, but I need another paycheck. I'm here because personally I can't accept that. I've watched you over this entire time as your manager. I'm no longer a personality. My private time doesn't belong to a manager anymore. Go home. If you don't, I'll call the police. Wait. Could you just think it over? I strongly believe that no other actress can play that role better than Risei Kujikawa. Your fans are looking forward to the movie, too. Still want me to act? Anyway, I'm through with it. I have nothing to do with showbiz and all that stuff now. I've decided to marry this man once we graduate high school. I said before it was only a hiatus, but I've changed my mind. There's no way I'm coming back. Gubin sees the real me. He's so gentle. Risei is desperate. Yeah, like, go along with her. You went along with her story. See, I told you. Why is she shocked? Like, I mean, I feel like that's something any real friend would do if they're trying to just, like, make distance with someone. Like, yeah, this is my, boyfriend or what, especially if it's, like, I would say maybe more than just awkward, but, like, a dangerous situation, even. You hear about it all the time on how people are like, yeah, I just need to hang out with somebody. Risei looked relieved. I understand. I'll go home. For today. But I... Go away, now. Just starts crying. I mean, to be fair, he's a manager, so, like, he's gonna be a bit of a vulture if you were making him a lot of money. That was Inoue-san. He was my manager. I'm his daughter's age, so he treated me like one of the family. But he's a stranger now. Senpai, I'm sorry lying about marrying you and all. Lying? It was a lie? See, me personally, I would jokingly say that, but we all know lying is wrong. Yeah, no, I don't mind.
Senpai.
So mature. Smiled a smile of relief. You really are a nice guy. This isn't good. I feel like I'm gonna depend on you even more. Oh, I was getting ready to say social link. You can't do that to me. Rise, jeez. I was prepared. I was taking a deep breath and everything. Just kidding. She shoves me over, takes my wallet. Perhaps due to her relief, Rise is smiling sheepishly. You feel a relationship with blah blah blah. I can't talk. You feel your relationship with Rise has grown deeper. Social link! There we go. I'm glad I got that out of my system. The power to create. Blah, 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 blah. We already know this. It's all those abilities that I want, though. When selecting a target, you can check to see whether the attack will be effective or not. Rise does seem like a pretty vital person to start ranking up. Wish I could spend more time with you, but I'll save it for next time. See you later, senpai. Like, she seems like a very important one to start ranking up fast. Watched Rise walk in and went home. I'm still on the battle to raise my expression and all my other stats. I did do the combining for once off stream. Yes, off stream, off recording.
Hey.
I don't know if I want to hang out with Dojima. This is the suckiest part of the game where I'm just like, I'm split between like 20 different ways and I want to do them all. But like, obviously you physically can't. Okay, we can work with this. I suppose I'll talk to the expression guy. Even though, like, I was trying to raise my understanding to do the tutoring to raise my expression. Like, you know, the domino effect. When you go to clear the talkative man's glass, he begins rambling on. Yeah, my expression increased, but it didn't increase enough. This is the sucky part. It's the worst part about it. I just wanted to rank up. I hope you all enjoyed the school trip. Don't you all feel a bit more mature now that you've visited an urban area like that? Oh, by the way, that cute bear that Gubin-kun had on the trip, it was really adorable. I get so tempted by animals with such unique designs. Speaking of bears, their friends, the pandas, are also really cute. Do you know why they used to be what they used to be called in Japanese? They were called black and white bears, and divided color bears, a perfect description on how they look. The mixed colors so exotic, yet so delightful. You need to do some exotic things to become adults anyway. How did this lady become a teacher? You listen to the lecture intently. Thank God I wasn't quizzed. Are they taking it easy on me because of the exams? Because I appreciate that. I want that to keep going. But yeah, like, I'm just split between so many different things. This will raise my expression. Yeah, I guess it would be the most logical thing. It raises a social link potentially, raises my expression, I think.
I see.
Unless something's different. But you should go to practice by yourself. I have to go somewhere. I'll drop by if I can make it. Yosogami High Drama Club. You participate in the acting exercises. You thoroughly practice expressing a variety of motions. Happy, sad, angry. Thank you. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is it. Yumi isn't here. You decided to stop by the hospital again. I can only imagine it's gotten worse. Because yeah, she seems very downtrodden. Yumi's standing at the door. Gubenkun. I just came from that man's room. Did you make up with him? Or are you taking care of him? How was your mom would be a very good question, because it sounded like she was also having issues. Sure. She cares about her mom. It was nothing. She's already out of the hospital. I was here anyway. I came here to pick up some medicine for Mom. I just decided to stop by. He looked at me and he smiled like he was so happy. And he freaking croaked or something. Do you want to watch TV? Do you want to read some manga? Go ahead and buy some. Here's some money for ice cream. That sounds rough. That just sounds like, yeah, he's trying to, like, buy affection. Oh, here. You want to read some stuff? You want to get some food? So stupid. Getting all excited, coughing, causing trouble for the doctors. He's so stupid. The man is not my father. I keep telling myself that over and over, and yet I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna kill him. Why me? Why me? Why me? Excuse me, ma'am. Jesus. That is... Yeah, like, the fact that she keeps going, like, why me, as though it's like, wow, I'm suffering hardships. No one else ever has anything to deal with like this. Excuse me, can you keep your voice down, please? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was a hospital.
I'm sorry.
I just lost control for a moment. Why do I have to go through all of this? Why me? Stop saying that. Yeah, you're not the only one. Like, that guy's dying in there. You're not the only one. So what if it's not just me? No one can understand what I'm going through. Yumi yells at you with tears in her eyes. Oh, I have to go. I need to get this medicine to my mom. I'm glad you came. Seems you were able to give Yumi some emotional support. Social link! Yeah, like... So, like, I had a discussion with, you know, a friend that was, you know, obviously he played it. And, the mentioning of, like, who you could romance, because, like, he knows more about it than I do. Knew is obviously, you know, not the correct term. He still knows more about it than I do. But yeah, apparently you can romance Yumi, and, yeah, it's just,
Bye
like,
then.
the more that I'm talking to her, like, I get it, but also it's like, like, I guess she seems like the most realistic high schooler. Like, she's
Good evening,
dramatic.
and welcome to Nightline's special Night Watch report. A suspect in the murders in Inaba was safely arrested recently. But what few people know is that the mastermind who brought him to justice was a high school detective. Tonight's report will focus on this Detective Prince, Naoto Shirogane, whose handsome looks are sweeping the nation.
Yeah, so it's like Naato. Yeah, and I think I've been mispronouncing it every time. Look, it's not my fault.
Thanks for being on the show.
No. The pleasure is all mine.
Naato is on TV.
Oh, his uniform's the same as yours.
First,
Did he steal
congratulations
it?
to you and the police for your recent arrest of the culprit.
He's a cop, so we could just call him and he'll solve it.
It was well known that there were a lot of mysteries surrounding this case, and you did a great job clearing them up.
I'd hesitate to say that the matter is cleared up as such. It's true that our suspect was behind Mr. Muraoka's unfortunate death, but when I cast my eye over the case as a whole, I detect a few things that seem out of place.
Oh?
For
Like
one,
what?
he has no murder weapon.
Unfortunately, I cannot divulge details at this time. But this matter claimed the lives of 3 people. Hence, I believe even the smallest inconsistency must be investigated.
I see. I have to say, this is a surprise in light of the police's official statement. Now for our next
I
segment,
mean, yeah,
the
that would be
Detective
very
Prince's
weird.
true identity, where Naoto-kun tells us a little bit about himself. Amazingly, the Detective Prince has solved a whopping 24 cases. 16 of them were...
There's a detective at your school?
They were cold cases.
Well, when I'm older, I'm gonna go to your school, too.
Yeah, like, our school seems very, like, weird. Like, there's a celebrity, there's a detective, like, what the heck? The breezy evening passes. You live in such a weird... So Naoto showed up on TV. So, yeah, I'm under the impression that Naoto will be the next party member and the next kidnapped person. Or, I guess, attempted murder?
Yo!
What crime can you give someone for shoving them in a TV?
Hey, did you see the show on TV last night? Naoto-kun was on.
That thing about the detective prince solving the case? Come on, we're the ones who actually caught the killer.
But the police were the ones who identified the suspect, and he was cooperating with them on it, right? So it's true that he helped solve the case.
Also, it would be very hard for us to say we did anything.
Kinda surprised, though.
I entered the TV and I got him.
I didn't think he was the type to go after the spotlight like that.
Good morning.
Such informal wear.
I've been waiting for you all. There's something I needed to discuss with you regarding the case.
Discuss? Dude, we'll be late if we talk too long. Hey, where's your uniform?
I didn't need it
Could you
anymore.
please indulge my current theory on the matter?
What is it?
First, as regards commonalities between the victims, all of them were kidnapped before they were murdered. The victims were all locals who had been the focus of recent media attention, becoming suddenly well known. That is the most likely scenario. I don't believe there's anything intrinsically unique about the victims themselves. Haven't you all come to the same conclusion?
No. I plead the fifth. This feels like one of those, like, mental battles. And pleading the fifth would just kind of, generally, I feel like 9 times out of 10, it generally means you're guilty of, you know, the reason you were not talking. So yeah. I mean, the guy is clearly smart.
Then allow me to state my point. Will you admit that a number of you fit these identical circumstances?
As in, we
There
were
was a
kidnapped.
long interval between the second and third deaths in this case. But after I applied the aforementioned criteria, I discovered several similar disappearances had taken place. Yukiko Amagi,
Yeah.
Kanji Tatsumi,
Like,
Rise Kujikawa.
you're gonna admit that you were
All
victims.
of you disappeared shortly after being shown on TV. Either you escaped death somehow, or you faked your own disappearances in order to divert attention from yourselves. Since some of you had ties to the victims, there came a point where I suspected one of you must be the culprit.
You thought one of us was the killer? Oh, you can't be serious.
I mean, apparently another high schooler did it.
This was a prior theory, since discarded. Putting together everything I've learned until this moment, I believe exactly the opposite.
You were fighting crime.
You aren't the culprits. You may, in fact, be the only ones with the means to pursue the true perpetrator.
Well, he's gonna find out soon.
Seen as a joining of forces between the rescued, everything falls into place. Of course, this is all speculation.
What a weird
There is
thing
in fact
to
a
say.
flaw in the theory. It doesn't account for the third incident, Mr. Muraoka's murder. He has never been broadcast on television, and neither did he ever disappear. We must also consider the condition of his corpse.
What if the strange kid was the one that killed Muraoka and not the actual serial killer? Like, there could just be, again, I think I mentioned this, like, there could just be like a copycat.
The
You know?
first 2 victims are still listed with an unknown cause of death. But Mr. Muraoka died of an easily identifiable blunt force trauma to the occipital cranium. The police
Speak
have not
English.
satisfactorily resolved this discrepancy, yet they are desperate to close the case. Further action will be necessary to obtain some sort of decisive evidence.
Further action? What do you mean?
I mean, he showed himself on TV.
Well, whatever the outcome, the evidence should come to light.
I punched the pop filter.
You said something interesting to me not long ago.
Hey, where are you going?
You gotta specify.
This is not a game for me either.
Naoto-kun?
Okay, he specified. Okay, you can go. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the reason why he knows that the strange kid isn't Kubo is the only part of his name I can remember. I don't have to do the expression anymore. Yeah, like he doesn't believe it either. And so yeah, it seems to be one of those where he's trying to lure out the actual killer using his own body. Which, you know, I guess that's fine. Better him than me. I was really hoping one of them, Rise or Marie, would pop up. Well, I have a better expression, but I didn't want to go back yet. Can we do anything? Monday, Friday, Saturday. I always keep forgetting the times. I already checked June's, right? Yeah. For Adachi. Man. I guess I'll do one of the clubs. Having a hard time mustering up. We'll do this one. We haven't done the sports club in so long. Yasugami Highfield. You attended soccer practice. Your diligence has increased. That's kind of why I wanted to do it, because I figured it would raise something else. Alright, is this everyone? Good news, boys. You're getting a team manager. Now, you guys won't have to take turns doing all the work anymore. You can thank me later. Go on, introduce yourself.
I, Ebihara.
Haven't we heard of her before? Maybe I'm crazy. Great, you can take it from here. I'm going home. Later, dorks.
What?
I'm gonna tell you guys to straighten up. I'm not lifting a finger for this team. I couldn't be caught dead watching out for a bunch of sweaty guys. Why did you... Oh, yeah, then why did you... I've missed too many days of school, but they'll let me move up if I manage a team. But don't expect me to put any effort into it. For the most part, I'm not even gonna be
Goodbye.
here. Well, see ya or not. What was that all about? Oh well, I guess Ai-san won't be doing her laundry, huh? Why are you showing her so much respect? She's the same age as us. Dude, just let me fantasize about her in peace, okay? No way, her. Soccer players continue talking about Ai Ebihara. Hey, Daisuke, think you'd go for a chick like Ai-san? Not in a million years. Really? I mean, yeah, she's got major issues, but don't you think she's kind of hot?
Girls annoy me.
He's like Kanji. They do? How about guys then? Knock it off. Weren't you dating back in middle school, bro? I get it. You've got higher standards now, huh? Must be nice to be so popular that you couldn't get any chick you want. Us normal guys couldn't possibly understand.
Hey, man.
Girls are a pain in the ass, right, Kubin? Right. I've barely dealt with my... I've only just, like, gotten into the relationship. Quit showing off. I mean, personally, I feel like it'd be like, that's not true, you know, but I've noticed that, yeah, you kind of just have to shake your head. Yeah, whatever you need me to say, buddy. Hope you get over your trauma. You see where I'm coming from? Girls don't even talk to me, but they're always coming up and asking me out. What do they know about me? You guys done over here? Same thing as last time, right? A little overtime practice, and then we'll clean up.
Right.
Let's do this. Sure, let's do it. So yeah, Daisuke seems like the he's like the popular kid or something, Where, yeah, apparently, like, yeah, girls ask me out all the time. It's freaking annoying. I mean, yeah, like, that does kind of come off as just like, you do realize no one else deals with this, right? The two of them are willing to help you train today. So your relationship has grown. Social link! What is this, like rank 4? Yeah. It's so small. I don't really use a lot of strength arcana. Because, I mean, generally the strength arcana, from what I've noticed, is it's all like physical stuff. And it seems like that's not the best to focus on. Like, it's good to have a blend.
All right, let's go home.
After practice, you cleaned up and went home. Now I can talk to Nanako and Dojima. It's gonna rain tomorrow. Now Nanako doesn't want to talk ever. Fine. I didn't want to talk with you anyway. I could raise my knowledge. I could raise my something or another. What books do I have? I could raise courage, but I don't think that's super important. Yeah, about the only thing I can do is improve my studying. Let's see, knowledge, but it's gonna rain, which means make a beef bowl. So I think I would still like to improve my understanding. What do I need to raise? There's so much stuff. I can't handle this. My brain. Understanding. Yeah, I need my understanding to go up in order to do the tutoring, but I technically don't need the expression anymore. Diligence. Yeah, we already did all the understanding books. Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I guess this one. Improve my knowledge through studying. I'm just gonna blast through that. It's clearly, you know, semi-unimportant. But yeah, like, I mean, I'll get to eat the Mega Beef Bowl. It looks like at least 2 days, potentially. Hey, did you see that show on TV? The one about the Detective Prince's secret identity? Nato-kun? It's so cool. Yeah, he really does have it going on, doesn't he? He's really young to be a detective, too. He's cute, but he has the aura of mystery about him. That's cool, too. Think he'll be at the school today? No, he's been kidnapped. He's dead. I know that would be like a major shocker, is like, oh, like, technically Muraoko was kind of like that, where it's like, he's just dead. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It would be kind of weird if that... What are you doing here? No matter where I look, I see girls, girls, and more girls. School is heaven. There's a certain freshness you don't find at June's. Every day is great indeed. By the way, between sailor uniforms and blazers, which is more of your speed? Probably a blazer? I don't think I'll ever be wearing a sailor uniform. A young girl draped in mature clothing, walking by the coolest of expressions. You've got your own taste after all, since... Man, uniforms are awesome. I don't know what's happening to Teddy. He's being corrupted. He's been in our world for too long. Also, why are you around? What do you want? I'm busy. Ask her out. Why would I do that? Just to make him jealous. Okay, so yeah, make a beef bowl. We gotta do the Mega Beef Bowl. It's the law. You know, I feel like if there's one law that I've learned, it's rainy days is Mega Beef Bowl Day. You know, you earn it. You're a hard-working detective. There's no way I'm completing the challenge still, surely. Because, yeah, I was unable to finish it. Like, the only thing that's maxed is my expression. It still didn't rank anything up. That's a bummer. Maybe, Nanako wants to talk now.
Welcome.
God dang it. The one time. Should check the Midnight Channel just in case. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. Ruining my evening. Jeez. Which is crazy because, like, you have the rest of the evening before midnight. Like, you don't have to just stand there and wait. You can do other things. Oh my god, it's a person. Silhouette appeared. The image is hazy, you can't tell who it is, but you feel like you've seen this person before somewhere. I mean, what am I, stupid?
Did you see that?
Did you remember?
Someone came on, right?
Did you remember that person who was on TV and they did a big documentary about the detective prince? Ah, heck, who could that be? I don't know, man. I need a freaking tutorial.
Now that the killer's been caught, do we still gotta worry about the Midnight Channel?
Yeah.
But then someone said the blurry image seemed like an advance notice. What exactly is the Midnight Channel anyway? Did it have anything to do with the murders? Ah, this is so frustrating. Hey, what do you think? Did you recognize who appeared just now?
Wasn't it King Moron? Isn't the TV unrelated? Wasn't it Nato?
Naoto? Why would he show up on TV?
Because he was on TV.
Now that you mention it, I wonder what he thinks about the Midnight Channel.
I'm sure he thinks it's very good proof.
I'm sure the others saw it too, so let's get together tomorrow and talk about it. Night.
I didn't even say goodbye to him. He just hung up on me. What the heck? But yeah, like, it's definitely funny on how we just, like, forgot all the information.
So, about the Midnight Channel last night.
I wonder who that was.
I guess it has been, like, what, like 2 months?
I talked to Teddy and he says no one's
3?
entered the other side.
Well, yeah, the killer's been caught.
Yeah.
Huh? What's up?
Kanji's always, like, zoned
Come on,
out.
get with the program. You saw the TV last night, right?
So? It's got nothing to do with us. Killer's behind bars, man. You guys are overreacting. Yeah, that shit Naoto said didn't make any sense either. So there's no use getting all worked up about it.
Huh? Naoto-kun?
No, well, how do I put it?
What, were you out of it because you were still thinking about what Naoto said?
Yeah.
So you're still hung up on all that stuff.
I ain't hung up on it.
It's okay, we all understand. Just don't go overboard, man.
You little... I said that's not it. I got stuff to do. I'm out of here.
Well, I mean, he could have said what it was
Stop
before
bringing
he...
that up, Yosuke. You know he doesn't think it's funny.
Oh, what? Did something happen between Kanji and Naoto-kun?
Well, that aside, is it me or does the town seem kind of strange lately? Everyone is in high spirits for some reason, and they all talk about other people, but never themselves.
Really?
Eh?
I don't think it's anything special. Now that the murder case is solved, people feel relaxed,
I mean, yeah.
that's all.
Everything's just going
That's how
back to
society
normal.
is. They all just want to get in on the latest trend. People get excited fast and lose interest even faster. It goes round and round. There's no underlying reason for it.
I don't know. It still seems a little too weird. It's like they're all afraid of something. Oh, sorry. I just had this feeling.
That there was a murderer around.
It's gonna rain again tonight.
We should check the Midnight Channel just in case.
Dude, I mean, I didn't even get...
Welcome back.
I didn't even get an evening. They didn't give me anything. They didn't give me an afternoon. What the heck? What? You can't do this to me. It's stuff like that that really... Ooh. That's what gets me. They just steal my day. I'm over here trying to grind these, like, stats. And will something appear on TV? Oh, I don't know. It's not like this has happened at least 5 times. It looks like a big face. There's a giant glare. Now I don't know what it is. A surgical table? Extremely clear image.
Good evening, everyone.
That coat's way too big for you, man.
Prince Naoto Shiragane. Welcome to Experiment of the Century, the Genome Project. I will be experimenter and experimentee both in a forbidden yet wonderful bodily alteration process. You shall witness my departure into a new realm, the moment
Dr.
of a
Frankenstein?
new birth. From the chosen day forth, I shall walk a completely different path in life. And I will share this glorious occasion, this memorable day with all of you. Do stay tuned.
That his made like the least sense. He needs a surgical table to work to walk a new path in life. Dude, you could just like, you know, you could just do that normally, you know? That was definitely Naoto. He had a name tag on and everything.
Hey, is that you, Senpai? Naoto was just... So, does this mean he was kidnapped? You said people only show up clearly on TV once they're thrown into that other world, right? The hell's going on? I thought we caught the damn killer!
Kanji is completely flustered. Let's discuss it tomorrow.
You're right. Sorry, I called out of the blue. Being a detective, solving cases, it ain't worth shit if he gets himself kidnapped.
That's just what makes it ironic.
Damn, that idiot pisses me off. Anyways, let's get the gang together and meet first thing after school.
You decided to go to bed early. Which means we're gonna have another massive dungeon on our hands. At least I hope it's a lot shorter. That's my hope. You overhear students talking. It's been raining for a few days, but I heard it's finally supposed to clear up this afternoon. Really? Then I don't have to cancel my plans. You know that there's a holiday next week, right? I promised my girlfriend we'd go to Okina together. I was worried that it might rain that day. Whew. But if that's the case, then I hope it never stops raining. Rain is like a waterfall, so his date gets canceled. What the heck, man?
Last night on TV, that was Naoto-kun for sure.
What's the verdict, Teddy? Is he really in there?
I do smell someone.
Are we gonna have to find information?
It's just like before. Nothing's changed.
Even though we've literally met him in person?
Like, before. Of course! That's why Naoto-kun appeared on the news so suddenly. He said something didn't seem right and that he wasn't convinced. He also believed that the people who are kidnapped appear on TV first.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying he's using himself as bait?
Yeah.
We came to the same conclusion he did.
And it would have worked too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Would disappear. Could he be trying to prove the theory by using himself?
You mean he got kidnapped on purpose? That's crazy! He could be killed!
I think that was the plan.
He said, "This is not a game for me either. It's all my fault. I'm the one that said that to him."
Idiot! Why the hell didn't he just tell us?
He knew we'd stop him if he did. Instead, he left us clues so we could figure it out and...
I know!
And save
son
him.
of a...
But what about the killer the police are holding now? Mitsuo did kill King Moron, right?
Yeah, maybe. Mitsuo's doing this too. Yeah, but that's all he did. That would be my guess. Out of all of it, I feel like he killed one person and then he's just like, yeah, I killed them all. I did it. That's all he did.
I get it now. I remember Naoto-kun mentioning this. He said it was strange that the police were able to identify the cause of Mr. Muraoka's death.
Well, yeah, because they didn't
Then
figure
is
out
King
the other
Moron
two.
the only one Mitsuo killed? That'd explain why there were no signs of King Moron being thrown into the TV. The killer didn't change his methods for King Moron. It just seemed that way because it was done by someone else.
It was a
Then
copycat.
whoever kidnapped Naoto-kun, that's the real killer?
But wait a sec. Didn't Mitsuo say he was the one behind it all? Why would he take the blame for someone else's crime? Isn't that weird?
That is the weirdest part, but
And they said on the
I
news
feel like
the
that does
culprit
happen,
confessed to the
though.
other murders too. There's also something else that's been bothering me, but
To hell with someone who's behind bars! If we don't get off our asses, that stupid Naoto's gonna die in there! We gotta go find him!
yeah, but can I finish my drink first? It is very funny on how, like, nonchalant we are. Like, something seems odd. As we speak, someone's about to get murdered.
Someone's definitely in here. And the world seems to have grown larger.
That's amazing, Rise-chan. There's no way my nose can pick up that much.
Well, her head is a giant radar.
Shall I give you a massage?
Don't bother her.
It's the same as last time. I know he's here, but I can't tell where. I need something that'll help me understand him. I need some clues.
We literally met him
Without
in
that,
person.
I have no idea which way we should look.
Damn it! There's too much we don't know about that kid. But if we don't do something, he's gonna...
hey, snap out of it. This is just like all the other times.
Yeah.
Let's not panic, keep an eye on the weather, and do this like always. We'll save him no problem. First, we need to look for something that'll help us locate him.
I know. I wasn't panicking. We know he's over here. So all we gotta do is get him out.
I'm sorry I couldn't find him. All I need is some kind of hint to help me understand him better. Then I could find him for sure.
What better hint than literally seeing him in person? Well, it's after school. Could we... Yo. What's up, transfer dude? School is back in session. Did anything fun over break? I was pulling pranks all over summer break. I bought a few tomatoes, among other things. In fact, I think I should have ring in a new term with a bang. You didn't help me at all.
Oh.
Oh, it's you. What do you want? I just wanted to talk. I don't want to talk to you. His words are harsh. Unfortunately, your impressive understanding allowed you to thaw his icy demeanor a bit. You're an odd person, actually wanting to talk to me. Appears that I'm chopped liver to the health committee. You know what chopped liver is? It's something that no one cares about. Whether or not I'm there, the result is the same. I'm exempt from everything because of my family troubles. Why don't they just come out and say that I'm pitiable? Saki Konishi's brother is smiling glumly. Everyone circles around me saying I'm so brave. It's kind of a nice feeling though. But they all have these obvious looks of curiosity written all over their faces. How was she killed? Why was she killed? Do you hate the killer? They don't have the courage to ask me, but they follow me with their eyes. Every move, every step, I'm sick of it. Is that what you want too? Did you come here to talk to me about the murder? I mean, technically, but I feel like maybe. No, everyone says that. Unfortunately, I have nothing to say. All I know is that they said on TV, but the answer to the do I hate the killer question is no. Okay, well, that was a fun conversation. Well, I heard a rumor that there's this girl who saw something that belonged to him. Must have been near the laboratories. Why don't they try looking over there? Is it the one walking against the wall? I know it's early to be thinking about this stuff, but they said this is my life we're talking about. I've already... Look, kid. I don't freaking care. Talking with my dad about the... Let's try upstairs. Because clearly everybody on the first floor is useless. You. Well, they did mention a girl. He's got a prettier face than I do, but mine's way more manly. Just messing with you. You know, once you see the idol or the detective close up, they aren't really that amazing. I mean, they're cool and all, but the effect kind of wears off after a while. But is something interesting gonna happen again? That's, like, psychopathic. Well, I mean, they're, like, kind of a big deal, but, like, I kind of want something more interesting to happen. Like, I don't know. Just, like, lightning to strike. So I was by in the shopping district a few days ago. I was going to give him a souvenir from the school shop. Someone I've seen before, and she was smiling. None of you people are helpful. What about you? Wishes over. I don't care for the kind of sensationalism no student really should. Yeah, that. Whatever he said. What do you want, riddle bro? Well, back once again. It's the incredible, the magnificent mentalist. I knew you'd be back. I crafted new riddles just in case you were ready for a new challenge. Not like I'm ducking the books or anything. I'm just looking out for my fellow riddle fiends. Yeah, sure, why not? That's what I'm talking about. No flipping the script. It's another categorization puzzle. That's not a riddle. That's a puzzle. This isn't. This one's not for the. Not the baby school though. 3, 2, 1, let loose. Skateboards in Group A. Go-karts in B. Egg timers all up in Group A. Alarm clock is strictly Group B. So who does protractor roll with? Group A or B? What? Let's see. It was friggin' skateboard and egg timer. Group A. I don't know. Group A. So what's the reason all these seemingly unrelated things are also tight with each other, huh? Human motion? Years? I mean, an alarm clock probably doesn't have gears. It's probably more electronic. An egg timer would have at least, I would assume, a couple gears. But wasn't the egg timer... I'm just gonna say, we have some lovely parting gifts. Just playing with you. Try again, though. Yeah. Because I probably messed up the order anyway. They said it was a girl. You. Am I going to college anyway? I'm going to cram school. I was asked by my teacher. Are you studying hard to get into... Man. I figured it would have been somewhere around here. I only get to spend 1 year at the same school as Risei-chan. Because they said... Did they say laboratories? Would that be in the other building? Figured it'd be in here. I mean, technically, eventually I will find them. No matter what, I will find them. Let's see. Was it you? That belonged to must near the laboratories. Why don't you try looking there? I don't know where those are. Guess I'm just gonna go to the practice building. You there? Want to hear about Shirogane-kun? This is interesting. I saw him get really angry. I'm not sure what it was about, but he was with a policeman. I wonder what happened to him to make him shout like that. This was in the shopping district a little while ago. Nanako was with a policeman earlier. In any case, you should try to find this policeman. Okay. I guess we're leaving. Go to town. Shopping district. To find a policeman. You're a policeman. Wow, the town is getting excited. I don't really know much about Nato's-kun's interview. Well, it's a fact that he helped solve the case, but it's no surprise that he was interviewed for his contribution. And I'd rather have people excited about things like this than all the bad news, you know? Apparently he was not the policeman that he was yelling at. Where is another policeman? I only know of the one. This guy was an ex-policeman. Right? No. Oh, there's a policeman. A more obvious policeman. What do you want? I'm in the middle of something here, so don't bother me. If school's out, go home already, I swear. Kids these days. He doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. It may be best to make a change of plans. What the heck other plan do I have? Something about cows. You there. You were a waste of my time. You there. Detective Prince, huh? I don't know any more than is on the news. Maybe you could ask a policeman. One of them will probably know something. Well, I did ask one, and he was just like, me. Aren't you supposed to be helpful? Back to Adachi. He's the only other policeman I know. That and Dojima. Dojima, do you know what happened to your missing colleague? Nope, you were useless too. Shouldn't you be asking a police officer? I'm trying, but apparently we only have one. We only have one police officer who knows anything. Boy, detective, pretty amazing, but I wonder what he puts on... I wonder if that puts him on thin ice with the police. He's kind of a kid after all, could cause some friction. Is this just one of those, like, I have to wait a little while? I'm getting that sensation. Yeah, I finally caught him on TV. That's when I realized I've seen him once or twice on my night walks. I remember thinking it was dangerous for someone so young to be out that late, but I guess it was for his work. Different strokes for different folks, I suppose. You have some time? I have a small request. I don't care. Your lamp will get found, maybe. I'm looking for information. You happen to have a fishing hook? Nope. I've had that question since the beginning of the game. Something's been bothering me. Okay. Is there no other police officer? I saw him. The detective showed up on TV. He's a high school student. Hey, you're a high school student too, aren't you? Are you friend of the detective by any chance? Sure. No way. How nice. When I get to know the detective better, maybe I'll look for him on the Midnight Channel. That's weird. What about Okina City? There's a police officer there. He stands in front of the door, doing nothing. I hear that the detective prince that had been working with the police is missing. Why doesn't anyone tell me anything? I can help too. Okay. I want to see a group of three, when I see a group of three in a movie, it makes me think that not all of them will survive. The hungry one always gets out to find food and then gets infected. I know this is sudden, but do you like strange things? I guess. Really? I have something to ask you. The other day I saw a movie about oop arts. I didn't know what they were, so I did some research, but I didn't get it. If you know anyone who knows a lot about them... okay, whatever. I'm just looking for a police officer, jeez. Well, this was a waste. Police officers don't exist. This is a big town. As much as they're like, oh, it's so dinky here, and it's like, I'd like to think there's more than 3 police officers. I guess we're potentially going to, potentially going home. Because, yeah, nobody else wants to say anything. They're just saying, oh, find a different way. Maybe we have to ask a different police officer. Yeah, because nobody's helpful. You're all useless. Wait, no, not you. The lady. Boy, detective, I think I've seen him walking around here. There are police officers standing around now. Do you think they're investigating something? This is the weirdest thing. They're like, I'm in the middle of school's out, go home already. He doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. It may be best to change of plans. There is no change of plans. No one else is telling me anything. Can I potentially do, because clearly I physically can't do anything today. Because the police are worthless. So I have to find something to kill time. Is it a work day? Might as well. Because apparently that police officer ain't talking to me. Maybe he'll talk to me at night in a dark alley. Once again, the children tug at you from all directions. Understanding has grown to saintly. Now I can pick up the tutor job, which pays even better. Yeah, Dojima isn't even here. But I can talk to Nanako now. I guess I should try to find a police officer first. Oh, police officer. Are you helpful now that it's in a dark, formidable town with murders happening everywhere? No, he's just gone. What about this old man? This old man knows something. No, he does not. Well, that's all I had. I did my best. maybe I could have gone to the street. Maybe a police officer would have been near the house. Yeah, our expression is finally high enough that we can spend time with Nanako. Don't tell Dad, but Nanako looks like she's about to cry. Swear to it. Sure, why not? Okay. Begins talking. They handed this out at school. They said to give it to our parents. Paper Nanako gave you has the following written on it. Parent survey regarding scheduling of parent-teacher interviews. They said to have our parents write down when they can visit the school. But Dad's always working, so he can't come, huh? I'll ask him with you. I mean, yeah, like, there are still things that he has to do. Really? Thanks, big bro. I mean, yeah, like, look, if we have to put Dojima in a headlock, you know, we'll do it. I'll give this to Dad. I'll ask him to come. I'm glad I asked you. I feel Nanako's trust for you. Social link! What rank is she at now? 6. Yeah, she was really slacking behind. To be fair, though, the freaking expression thing slowed me down. Since he's my real dad, big bro, did you have parent-teacher interviews too? Were you nervous? Talked about different things with Nanako.
Good night.
It's getting late. You sent her to bed. I have a feeling we're gonna have to wait till Sunday to talk to the cop, because he's gonna be like, this is a school day. You go to home or whatever the heck, I don't know. Did you all have a memorable summer vacation? I had a beautiful time in Egypt. Oh, the people were very kind to me. They were probably able to sense my deep appreciation and love for their history. Could you imagine if a tourist came to Egypt wearing that? I feel like that's like... I don't think they would get a sense of your deep appreciation. I even found some things with my dowsing rod. The citizens were very glad indeed. Time sure flies when you're having fun, but I'm sure your summer break was short for all of you as well. However, don't you think that there are some things in life that are best ended quickly? War is one of them. So here's a question. Is Chie... No, Gubin. Jesus. What? How short was history's shortest war? I don't know. I would like to think it could... I mean, I don't know. Like, I know there was like the 100-Year War. That obviously isn't short. And then if you're just going off of like world wars, I mean, those lasted, you know, a couple years. 40 days seems like the most logical choice. But I don't know, 40 minutes. That seems like something that could happen because, like, I don't know, like, what counts as a war? I don't know. Good job, Gubin. I'm impressed you knew. Yes, the shortest war in history lasted only 40 minutes. It was the Anglo-Zanzibar War, which began with an already staggering difference in military resources. Mind you, this lecture will be no longer than the actual war we're going to talk about. That there's so much to learn. My brain, it grows ever so slightly larger. Yeah. I would have thought it would have been something more goofy. Just like, oh, like, it counted as a war in history, but technically, like, it was, like, so quick because, yeah, like, the other side didn't even know it was a war. I guess let's try to talk to the police officer again. You there. What does a high school kid want with a police officer anyway? Can't you see we're busy here? Now quit loitering and go home. Come up with a plan. Like, what? Like what? I'm gonna kidnap him? I'm gonna kidnap the police officer. Where the heck is everybody? Yeah, there's Kanji. I need a plan, man. These police bozos won't even talk to us. If it's come to this, we're gonna have to rough them up. I guess that's not an option, huh? What should we do then? You should ask the others for their opinion. We relied on Dojima-san and Adachi-san before, but we shouldn't bother them this time. Why not? You should ask the others for their opinion. Well, so far, her opinion was really bad. It would make the most sense to talk to them. Was any of these schmucks here? Probably not. They're probably out and about trying to find the same info. June's? Adachi, can't you just spill the beans already? That's why we're friends with you anyway. Yeah, there's Chie. Guess it's no good unless we act like we're Nato-kun's friends and we're worried about him. Like, Nato hasn't come to school recently and we're getting worried. Is he busy with the police work? Why not ask them something like that? Does seem to make sense. Next time you speak to the police, you should try that. Why the heck do I have to do it if she's the one with the plan? If she knew, like, what if we just ask them because we're like friends? She's like, why? What? Is she useless? Hasn't been coming to school lately, and that you're worried the kid is skipping school to do his investigation. What's his problem? Really, the department has all but closed the case just because he's not satisfied. Sheesh. All we're gonna do is shut the book on this thing so we don't have to deal with it anymore. I wish he'd let it go already. No wonder the whole department treats him like a kid. Because he is a kid. He's getting all worked up over nothing. That's why everyone gives him the cold shoulder, you know. I keep skipping that last part. But maybe best to talk to another police. Yeah, that was the thing that I kept skipping, and it's like, wait. I have to talk to another police officer? Hello, other police officer. Are there so many of you here? treating him like a kid, weren't they? He's kind of shrimpy, though. Maybe he just wanted a little bit more respect, you know? The police should still be around here. I'll ask him. I don't see a single police officer. They all left. Any police officer at the shrine? Nope. Worth a shot. Okay, so they don't, like, change up. They change up quick, but they don't change up that quick. I don't know of any other police officers. Nato-kun is just a child. I mean, that's pretty obvious when you think about it, but maybe he just hated that he was still a kid. That's why he was arguing with these policemen. I think there are still some police officers around. I'll ask them about it. There's not a single police officer. There's just the one. He's a shrimp, but he acts like a big shot. Isn't that kind of overcompensating? I guess it's because no one believed in his deductive skills, huh? That's why he went and did it. Lame brain. So annoying. Yeah, it's still the same guy. I guess now I could go to Okina. Suppose. Maybe. Or I have to, like, leave the entire area. Nope. Guy's still there. Do a little run through with here. Worst case scenario, we'll go to, yeah, Okina. He's all alone, even among the police force. I had the feeling that he was just trying to act like an adult. I mean, I work at the inn, so I know what it's like to have to try to keep up appearances all the time. But people still treat me like a child, even when I'm doing an adult's job. It's hard being taken lightly. Yeah. They all left. Let's go to Okina. Ask the only other police officer I know. I hear that the detective prince has been... Okay, yeah. So he's pretty much not a thing. It's just the one... We only have one police officer. Well, now I'm back at the square one where I have to figure out how to kill time. Oops. Diligence would be the bar. Courage. Knowledge. I guess we'll just... Well, actually, I can pick up the tutor job. Totally forgot about that. So I technically don't need it. Tutor job. Why not? Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday night. So only in the evenings, huh? Well, guess I'll do this. Don't technically need to do it. And then, worst case scenario, I will try to work at the bar for the diligence. Who wants to play ninja? Come on, raise your hand. I don't want to play ninja. My clothes will get dirty. Yuta begins playing ninja, completely ignoring the girl's objections. Once again, the children tug at you from all directions. Yu-kun, I'm here. Let's go home. Where do you want to eat dinner? We can go somewhere expensive if you want. I'm not hungry. I'm gonna play more. I'll come later next time. I even left in the middle of a show just to be on time. I'm getting fed up with this treatment. I should have known better than to try. We're not related, so there's nothing I can do about it. So Yuta can't love you? So you can't love Yuta. I don't think her is the problem. It's starting to kind of feel like it's the kid's problem. He's remaining silent. They say when a woman starts breastfeeding, her maternal instincts awaken. It's true, I saw it on television. So it's gotta be true. But my maternal instinct towards him is shut away, especially since I've only known him for 6 months. There's nothing I can do. Fate has determined that we will be forever distant. Speaking of fate, have you heard this? Your entire life is determined from before you were even born. We're just little robots following the program our creator made for us. So whenever anything happens, there's nothing you can do about it. It was already decided for you. Doesn't that make you feel better? Isn't that a wonderful idea? That's not a good idea. I mean, this is kind of one of those scenarios where, like, if I'm trying to make them happy, it's something that I would want to agree with them. But, like, yeah, like, it's not a good idea. I would feel like the middle ground would be it's a boring idea. Oh, men like you just can't understand things like this. I feel sorry for you. You live your life based on reason and can never explore your dreams or feelings. I have a sad look to them. I saw it on TV. I was so intrigued. I went to see a lecture by that speaker, too. I was moved to tears. I was so relieved to know that there's a higher power. What the heck happened to this, like, social link? It went from, like, oh, my son, my stepson, or whatever the heck is friggin' a douche, to I've seen the light. There really isn't much to do when you live this far away from the city. All I have is TV and the internet. Some would say that's all you need. You can buy things over the net now. It's much more convenient. In fact, I'm having trouble staying in shape. Honestly, though, I just want to go back to the city. Why don't you go back? Why don't you take Yuta? Yeah, why don't you take you?
Huh?
But I don't have any money. With Yukun, there's just no way I could. Then how the heck were you going to buy that food? Looking the other way. I really tell you a lot of personal things. Please don't tell Yukun or the other mothers. Why would I? Yeah, I won't.
Thank you.
It's relieved. Social link! Her life is a mess. She's got a lot of things to unpack. Sorry, I'll take Yukun home now.
Bye now.
You decided to go home as well. Because you have to find a police officer to talk to. Work as a tutor. I probably should, because I've never once done that. But, I mean, now it's really hard to do it, because it's like there's technically no reason for me to do it. The only thing I would be gaining would be a social link, and, it would be, the social link and money, because, like, I wouldn't be gaining expression. The fact that you need your freaking understanding to be that high is atrocious. Oh, and everyone's here. Screw the tutor job. This is where it's at. Yeah, you got all the patrons here and everything. Whew. Let's talk to the dork. The intelligent-looking worker. When you go to clear the intelligent-looking worker's glass, he begins speaking quietly. You got a lecture on some different material from him. God dang it. But he didn't raise it. He's useless to me. You have the day off from school. Let's take action. You need information for Rise. You want to hang out? Just get called up by somebody. You want to hang out today? I know there's like a potential murderer happening and whatnot. Where the heck is a police officer? I went to the high school by accident. I wanted this one, not that. Where are you, police officer? Can any of you be more helpful than the last guy? There is one guy. Got some business with me, kid? Just because I don't look it, I'm still busy, you know. I told him that Nato hasn't been coming to school lately and that you're worried. Shirogane, you know him? I haven't seen him at the station lately either. Funny. Wasn't that long ago that he'd be around well into the night looking through the files. Even if he wasn't satisfied with the case's outcome, he seemed to be so focused with it, I thought he was obsessed with it. To listen to him talk about Nato, you should report the information you've gathered. With regard to this investigation, you've discovered that Nato has contempt for the has a duty to solve the case, has an obsession with the case. I mean, these feel very the same. I mean, it probably is borderline obsession because he's trying to basically prove everyone that he's an adult. But, I mean, again, I'm just going to say he has deception. What do you think the police, what do the police think of Nato? They consider him a child. It seems that Nato has a fervid obsession with the investigation, but it seems that his obsession is not well received and the police treated him like a child. You think you understand Nato a bit? You should report to Rise. Yeah. I mean, it's very obvious that, like, yeah. He just wants to be taken more seriously, which is just kind of odd in general because, I mean, he is a child. And so the fact that he's like, what the heck? Was nobody taking me seriously? Well, you're like 14, maybe. I am going to check. Did I sell everything? Yeah. Kanji. Myself. Yeah, I have the myth-like sword. Yukiko. Yukiko was the only one that I hadn't upgraded. Because it is rough to, like, oh, this does more damage, but this one's probably the better all-around choice. Yeah. And the armor. I think we're all decked out to the nines. Yeah. Just wanted to do a quick once-over because, again, I can already tell that this is going to lead into a dungeon. And what I'm probably going to do, depending... is hit or miss. I mean, this one might be a short episode because basically I'll just do what I did last time. But I do want to enter the TV world just to see if there's, you know, any conversation. Found any clues? Tell me quick. I'll find them in a jiffy.
Did you find out more about Naoto-kun?
Maybe. You told Rise about Naoto-kun being treated like a child, and you explained Nato's abnormal obsession to solve the case.
I see. So he's being stubborn about the case. But it seems like it's rare for Naoto-kun to get so worked up over something. Okay, I've got a good feel for him. I think I can do this. It won't take long for me to find him with my persona, so be ready to follow me once I do.
Well, it was easy. He was in there. He's in a bunker.
What is this place?
It's all sci-fi. Hey, doesn't it remind you of those secret hideouts in live-action shows?
Secret hideouts in live-action shows? I mean,
oh, yeah.
A bunker?
I used to watch Featherman all the time when I was a kid.
I hear that those are really tough shoots. A lot of the actors do their own stunts, like jumping through fire themselves.
Well, it's every man's dream to do that stuff.
You should definitely get a stuntman. You know, I think Danny Trejo talked about it, where it's like, you know, you're putting a guy out of a job.
Yeah, I can understand that. They're action-based, like kung fu movies.
But then, yeah, you do get, like, Jackie Chan in them, who are just like,
And just
screw
the
it.
phrase secret hideout
Tom
has
Cruise.
this exciting ring to it.
I think Jackie Chan is a trained stuntman, technically. I do not comprehend. I like on how we just got completely derailed of like, you do realize he's dying in there as we speak.
Actually, when I was a kid, I had my own secret place near the mountain by Yukiko's house. I'd pretend that a legendary kung fu master was teaching me special techniques. Whata!
Got it all wrong.
Are we not worried about the fact that someone's dying?
But hey, so this secret hideout thingy came from Naoto's mind? I guess our proper boy detective isn't as grown up as he looks. All right, let's get going.
I mean, yeah, Yosuke's kind of a douche. Because, like, so far I think he's ragged on literally everyone. He ogles Yukiko and Rise. All the while, again, I would argue his is the worst, where he's like, I'm glad someone died, just so that I can play hero. Like, everybody else's to me are, like, obviously they're bad, but, like, to me, his is the worst. So the fact that he's, like, constantly dissing people, you have pinpointed Nato's location. All that's left is to save him. You should prepare yourself for the upcoming rescue mission. So yeah, what I'm going to do is leave the episode here for one of two reasons. One, I have not been grinding or anything, so there's a good chance that that will catch up to me and I will die in this mission, in which case I don't want just like a huge chunk of a recording that I have to edit out. It's just easier for me to just catch like, oh, I did it, pick up the recording, and yeah, it'll be smoother for everyone, I would like to think. And this is just a very neat spot to stop it, because I'll do the boss and then we'll do the social events afterwards and all that. But yeah, so far so good. The episodes obviously have varied in length, but hopefully people enjoy them nonetheless. I would like to think overall we're going about this in a very quick manner. A lot of things are getting done. It's already September. So yeah, like, I mean, what? The game ends until the next year, at the beginning of next year. So I'm assuming March, because that's when the game started. So I mean, there's not a ton of game left, I suppose. There's still some. There's not a ton. There's still the mystery of who the killer is, but I have a feeling things are gonna start wrapping up pretty fast in my mind, but maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to mention it in the comments down below, and if you haven't already, leave a like, a subscribe or two. If you know some people that want to swing on by and watch the series, there's also tons of older videos as well. But yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed. I will hopefully bring back some more Persona 4 soon. I've been trying to upload them Monday through Friday. So if there's none over the weekends, you know, that's normal. That just gives me more time to catch up on the recordings. But yeah, hopefully I see everyone else in the next one. See you then.